Welcome to Thailand, Chiang Mai. Today we're in the old city. I'm going to explore the old city and look around the old city. But first, coffee. Coffee here from Improvise Coffee, right in the old city, in the heart of the old city in Chiang Mai. It's a good cup of coffee, 50 baht, and it's delicious. The perfect way to start the day. So we're going to start the day here at Goodsouls. Goodsouls is a vegan restaurant and sells, the food is absolutely delicious. So if you get a chance, be sure to visit Goodsouls. There's 2 branches here in Chiang Mai and there's also one in Bangkok as well. So I can't recommend this place highly enough. So this is how I'm starting my day. And while I'm having some breakfast, perhaps I'll get some inspiration about what I'm actually going to do today. So after my outstanding granola and mango bowl from Goodsouls, inspiration has struck. I'm going to go to the Three Kings Monument. I'm not too far from the Three Kings Monument, which is right in the middle of the old town in Chiang Mai. So I'm going to go there and I want to learn I want to learn more about Thai history, northern Thai history, and the Three Kings. Who are they? What did they do? Why is there a statue made of them? So that's my quest today. Made it to the Three Kings Square, right in the middle of Chiang Mai. So this is Chiang Mai Three Kings Square, and by the looks of things, I reckon this would be a really good skateboarding place. So I reckon I should come back here tonight, and I'll bring my daughter with her scooter. So I reckon there's even a few rails over there. I reckon that this is a prime skateboarding place. So I'm coming back here tonight, and in fact tonight, also, there's Thailand are playing Indonesia in the Asian Football Cup. So I'll come here in the evening and then I'll go and watch the football. Sounds like I've got a plan for the evening. Okay, so behind me, these 3 chaps, these are the Three Kings. The guy in the middle was the founder of Chiang Mai, and the 2 guys beside him, one was the king of Phayao, which is up in the northeastern area of Thailand, and the other king is the king of Sukhothai. So these 3 chaps met and decided that this is where they're going to build the capital of the Lanna Kingdom. So it's strategically positioned. Beyond this building is Lᴜධᴇ, and if you go that way, you'll get to the Ping River. So it's kind of in between Lᴜධᴇ, the beautiful mountain range, and the Ping River, which back when Chiang Mai was founded, was one of the prime ways of moving around, but not only moving people from place to place, but also products. And in fact, up here in the north, teak wood was one of the main products that was logged, and it was floated down the Ping River all the way down and sold. And I think it was very much exploited by the British, if I remember correctly. Anyway, today's plan, I'm going to visit this museum which is behind me, which is in now, this used to be the Chiang Mai Administration Building. So that was changed in the 90s. So the administration building is now in the outskirts of Chiang Mai, because they outgrew this building, and then it was converted into the museum. So I'm going to go and check out the museum, and I'm very curious about the history of Chiang Mai and these three kings in particular. So that's today's quest, is to learn more about Chiang Mai, the three kings, and the Lanna Kingdom. So this tribute to the three kings was created and unveiled in 1984. So this bronze statue is actually, I thought it was older than that, but it's only been around since 1984. Phaya Mengrai is the king that's in the middle. Now he is the peacemaker, because the two chaps on the left, rumor has it that one of them was trying to woo the other one's mistress, and King Mengrai sorted out the issues, helped resolve the problem. So he's the peacemaker, and it was around this time that this good friendship was formed, in particular with the king on the left, which is King Rangkampeng, who is the king of Sukhothai, the Sukhothai region. Now he's most famous for introducing the Thai characters. So quite often when you see statues of King Rangkampeng, you'll see him writing, or with some kind of like writing implement, because he created the Thai alphabet, which is actually in use today. The king on the right is Phaya Nam Muang. Now he is the king of the Phao area, which is actually one of the smaller areas. Now it was around this time, once the friendship was kind of restored, and people were forgiven for trying to woo each other's mistresses, they met here. One of the main reasons for this meeting was to stop feuding between the three kingdoms. Now King Mengrai, Phaya Mengrai, who was in the middle, he brokered a peace deal, if you will. So he managed to create peace amongst these three kingdoms, and he cut his finger, he drained some blood from his finger and mixed it with water, and the three kings drank this oath that they would not war with each other. And this then created a really quite large kingdom, the Lanna Kingdom. So when that was formed, there was the Ayutthaya Kingdom, and then north of that was the Lanna Kingdom. And then if you go to the west, that would be the Burmese Kingdom. So this was actually a turning point in Thai history, where kings and people started working together rather than fighting against each other. They thought they could achieve a lot more by actually being having some harmony and working together. In the future, what happened was the Lanna Kingdom and the Ayutthaya Kingdom was also combined, and that's what you now know as modern-day Thailand. So these three guys, this is considered a turning point in Thai history of harmony and working together rather than feuding and fighting. So it's quite a significant monument, this bronze monument of these three gentlemen. This magnificent hall, provincial hall, was built in 1924. And that was when the government in Bangkok exerted their full control over all of Thailand. That's when the authorities from Bangkok moved in here to northern Thailand. Princess Dararatsami was is a very well-known figure here in northern Thailand. She was the fourth wife of King Chulalongkorn, that's King Rama V, and she's a very fascinating and interesting character, and I'm going to do a future video on her, because she has played a very significant role not only in Chiang Mai history but also in Thailand history. So she was the fourth wife of King Chulalongkorn. The site of this museum was the inheritance of Pra Cheo Kawilorot Siriawong, the sixth ruler of Chiang Mai, from Princess Chao Dararatsami. Now let's go and explore the inside of this building so I can increase my knowledge and understand a lot more about Chiang Mai and the Lanna Kingdom. So just adjacent the Three Kings Monument is this very impressive building, which is the Lanna Folklife Museum. Now the Lanna Folklife Museum, the exhibits have been transferred into the other side, into this hall over here, and it's just currently under some renovations. So I'm actually curious what they're going to be doing with this building in the future. So time will tell. So Princess Dara, she's very well known here in Chiang Mai, and you'll see portraits of her in a lot of different places. In fact, there's one here in the museum itself, but I'll do a future video about her because she's a fascinating character. So I'm happy to report that at the end of the day, I've learned a lot about Thailand and the Lanna area, the Lanna Kingdom, and it's nice to know that kingdoms don't fight each other like they used to. In fact, now the real battles are on the football field. So tonight I'm watching Indonesia versus Thailand in the Asia Football Federation Cup, and so far, and Thailand are up so far, so that's good news. So it's nice to know that football and sports and Olympic Games are what we can cheer on now, rather than fighting in wars against kingdoms. So in future videos, I need to explore this area a lot more. This is there's a minimal records shop nearby. I want to go and check it out. In Thailand at the moment, there's a lot more live music, a lot more venues are open now, a lot more pubs and clubs and things. So future videos, I definitely need to explore the nightlife in Chiang Mai, and also I want to know more about the Thai history, Chiang Mai history, Lanna. I want to learn more about Lanna. Yeah, so there's some future videos coming up. So a great result for Thailand. They won 4-0. Now it's time for me and my daughter to hit the road. Great day out in Chiang Mai.